Still on Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary, we'll now be speaking with Oluomo Success, the spokesperson of Coalition of Concerned Nigerian Citizens, a civil society organization. Thank you for being here. Bye. Happy Independence to
and
you.
happy new month to all Nigerians.
Right.
Yeah.
This is 65. Would you say that Nigeria, has lived up to the expectation of its founding father?
Well, thinking holistically without missing word, we believe that we're not where we wanted to be,
Mm,
but we are not where we used to be.
mm,
Our country, Nigeria, has been a country where our founding father have a lot of initiative for development in our dear country. But over the years, the political interference of our leaders, of our fathers that have been leading us, our leaders that we believe in their orientation, their manifestos during the political interference have been trying to change the true thoughts of what Nigerians believe in them. And but yes, we have to believe that this country will achieve where we wanted to achieve with because we believe in as much our country believe that silence is a crime in a just society, and we keep questioning the good, the bad, and the ugly of our dear leaders.
All right, but so far, let's talk about civil society organizations and their role in our independence.
Mm.
How well do you think they've played their role in the independence of Nigeria?
Well, the civil society organization which I represent
Right.
have been trying to do their own parts, but thinking holistically, the civil society has sometimes been have sometimes built an organization at which they support political structure. We don't know. I am a person that since the days of my NC in academic qualification in Undo, I've always been an agitator for peace, for development, and for greater development of Nigeria. But we've seen some of our leaders that at the long run, they become a political person. They
Mm,
even contest
mm,
for political office with respect to them that we believe that without being, if you cannot beat them, you join them so that you
mm,
can join, you
mm,
can change the narrative
mm,
of the organization. But joining them, we believe that the country called Nigeria, where the amalgamation happened in 1914 with the Northern and the Southern Protectorate, we believe that the country, when most of our leaders, our civil society leaders, came into the system, they changed their orientation
mm,
of becoming I have to respect my leader, maybe the governor or the president, the senate president of which they represent,
mm.
or most of our leaders that become the senior special advisor, the special assistants to the governor, to the president, believe that they
Mm.
cannot go out there to say a negative word against their own leader that appoints them. But I believe that if perhaps we are taking that path,
Mm,
our dear country will not develop.
mm,
That's my own personal view about the whole issue. And 65 years down the line, come
mm.
here. Um, do we still enjoy? I want to ask this question directly from you, man. Do we still enjoy free education? I'm asking you. We don't. No, I'm asking you directly. We don't. And one of the reasons why we still call our Chief Obafemi Awolowo
Mm,
as one of our nationalists because of the free education that most of us enjoy. Our fathers, our
mm.
grandfathers enjoy. But today, even in the public school, there's no free education anywhere, which means that is calling for a sober reflection.
Mm.
That is telling us that there is still a call for many things to be achieved in our generation.
All right. Um, just like civil societies are also in Nigeria, every other person is in Nigeria as well. Um, we have different situations, terrible situations, the bedeviled in Nigeria at present, from terrorism to banditry. Let's talk about these threats. It's been here for almost a decade or more than a decade.
Of course.
How well, has Nigeria, been able to respond to this threat? And what, as the civil society organization, especially the one you're representing, how well have you, stayed on top of the matter?
All right, thank you. I will say this. According to one of the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria said, if terrorism should take 24 hours or 48 hours, automatically it ends the hand of the government of the day.
Do you believe that?
I believe it. Because you can see through videos, through links, that meetings have been doing. That we have meetings been going on with some people. You have a peace talk with some people called with some people called how should I call them? With some people called bandits. Now, if perhaps you know people you're calling bandits, and nothing has been done to this, automatically the hands of our government, our leaders, are not clean. My organization, I am the spokesperson of the coalition of concerned Nigerian citizens, and also I'm the convener of Oshun of Nigerian Youth for Better Initiative.
Okay.
We believe that the reality about this is we are never silent, and we will never be silent. But if we are never silent, the government will choose to answer what they choose to answer. Some of us have been marginalized. Some of us have been talked down. The government have been using the divide and rule between the youth within the state, within the federal and the federal government. They have been telling us that they are using our own friend to bring us down. Everybody have emotions. They believe that when we talk, we are talking about emotion. Never. We are never talking about emotion. My organization never talk about emotion. We're always on the point of thinking that this country must be better. This country must achieve its aim and objective. What about the aims and objective? Before the amalgamation in 1914, we believe that this country is a country that we have a greater ambition. Before now, I'm a teacher, and I've just 2 or 5 days ago, I teach my student about the nationalism system of government that we have in the country, where we have our nationalists. We talked about the NYM, the National Youth Movement, that talk about the development of Nigeria, development of the truth. One of the problems we have in this country before now is because our leaders are in the breathing and taking decision in our country. You can't give what you don't have. But this country, Nigeria, sincerely, without mixing word, with respect to the current president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, this is 65 years. We can't expect him to solve the solution of 65 years in just 3 years. In no sincerity. But the fact remains, he came on board, according to his own speech today. He came on board saying that the subsidy was removed, and inflation have dropped from a certain percentage to a certain percentage. But the question I'm asking myself, and I'm asking the general Nigerians, is: has the inflation dropped in the real part? What does that mean? Now, as an economist, I'm a student of economics, and I'm a mathematician by training and by profession. If the price, when you come on board, this is the problem they created, according to subsidy removal. We understand the fact that the subsidy removal is making some people, the imperialists, the capitalists, richer, and according to the imperialists and the capitalist theorem, the richer will continue to be richer and the poorer will continue to be poorer. But thinking holistically about this whole issue, if the president believes that removing the subsidy is going to reduce the suffering of Nigerians, have we really reduced the suffering of Nigerians. The president is telling us also from his speech that he has increased the prices of the allocation of each state, that we should ask our governors question, our senator questions. But the questions that remains in my own mind as a civil society spokesperson is that if perhaps we are asking these people question, how sure the president, the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself, is really trying to cope and asking for what they have tend to achieve over the years with the fund he has achieved, he has sent to them. If you send me 10,000 naira to achieve a dream, and after maybe 3-4 months, I have not do that, then there should be a question. Is there a necessary question? We have a Senate president that is marginalizing the female part of the nation. We're talking about one of the senator. They have a question. They has a question because he was not pleased with what is happening within the Senate House. But what are we doing? This call for a sober reflection, like I said before.
Well, all right. If you were to advise the government, what would you advise the government to focus on moving on, that in the next decade we'll be celebrating a better Nigeria?
Yeah, well, the government believe that the youth are the better, are the future of tomorrow.
Okay.
I stand against that statement. We are the betterment of our nation today. What does that mean? Every one of us, like I have always said as a teacher, every one of us cannot go to school. Then automatically, let me give an illustration of China. At the age of 5, 6, 7 years, they will think about what you can do as a nation, as a youth, that would develop the nation in the next 5 years. And the government is going to invest in that, which means the government should try as much as possible to locate and determine what every youth in the nation called Nigeria can do that can further develop us. What does that mean? In the country of Nigeria, we have a lot of people that are intellectually sound, they are vocationally sound. They can do anything to develop our nation. The government should invest in the vocational training of our nation. The government should invest in what people can do to further increase the nation development. And from there, we can have a lot of development that will come together and make our nation proud. Thinking about every one of us going to school, thinking about the net fund according to what the president said in his speech, is not going to develop us. Not every one of us will go to the school. What is the president doing beyond the net fund? What is the president doing about students that does not have the capacity to learn A to Z? What is the president doing about the student person that cannot learn 1 to 10 immediately? The president should try and increase the vocational training of the dearest youth of the nation.
All right, Oluomo Success, spokesperson for Coalition of Concerned Nigerian Citizens, a civil society organization. Thank you sincerely for being here.
Thank you so very much, sincerely. I appreciate it.
All right.